Hello students, today we are discussing about body fluids and circulation. First we go for introduction part. There are two types of circulation. One is open type of circulatory system. The second one is closed type of circulatory system. In open circulatory system or open vascular system, blood comes out of the blood vessel. Organ and tissues are dipped in the fluid. Exchanges between blood and tissues takes place. See here, this is the blood vessel that carrying the blood, and blood enters into an open space. This open space is called sinus, where the tissues are present or organs are present. These tissues get a dip in that fluid. During this condition, exchange of gases like oxygen, minerals, nourishment takes place, right? After exchange, it is again carried by the veins. So this is the open circulatory system present in some organisms like the phylum Arthropoda, mollusca and echinodermates. The second type is closed circulatory system. In this, blood never come out of the blood vessel. Exchange takes place between capillaries and the tissues, right? Here the next corpuscle is a WBC, white blood corpuscle. It is also called as a leucocyte. It having no pigment. Its size is 8 to 20 micron. Okay, if you compare to RBC, it is larger. RBC is having 7 to 8 micron. Its number is less than that of RBC. It having just 6,000 to 10,000 per cubic millimeter, whereas the RBC 5.5 million, right? The average is 7,000 cubic millimeter. It is called total leukocyte count, TLC, right? If you compare to RBC, the ratio it is 600:1, right? The shape of RBC it is round or irregular. The shape of WBC here, it is round and irregular. It is nucleated, whereas RBC is enucleated. Shape of nucleus is different in different types of WBC. Okay, it is called PMNL, nothing but polymorphonuclear leukocyte. Okay, because of a different shape in the nucleus, it is called polymorphonuclear leukocyte. Okay, you come to know what are the types. Site of production, where this WBC going to produce. It is common as that of RBC, that is in the red bone marrow, even in the lymph node. Okay, the detail about the lymph node you come to know when we discuss the lymphatic vessel, right? Even in the spleen. Okay, as we know, spleen is the graveyard of RBC. Not only that, it is also the site or the location for the production of what? The WBC. Process of formation is called leucopoiesis. When TLC or total leukocyte count increases, this abnormality is called leukocytosis. Okay, so it occurs during infection, right? Decrease in total leukocyte count is called leukopenia. Okay, you should remember these are technical terms, right? Leucopoiesis, it is a process of formation. Leukocytosis, where TLC count increases. Okay, leukopenia, where TLC decreases. Okay, next we go for the types of WBC, white blood cells. Based on the cytoplasm, Okay, it is divided systematically into two types. One is a granulocyte, another one is a granulocyte. Granulocyte, where it having granular cytoplasm. Okay, in the cytoplasm of WBC there are some granules. If I take one of the WBC, it will be like this, and inside there are some granules are present. Okay, if granules are present, it is called a granulocyte. If granules are absent, okay, it is called a granulocyte. And again, granulocyte further divided into three types based on the stain. Okay, the granules can accept a particular type of stain. Based on that staining, it is again divided into acidophiles, basophiles, and neutrophiles. If a cytoplasmic granules accept acidic stain, it is called acidophile. Okay, the common stain we use to see this cell is eosin, so it is also known as eosinophiles. Okay, the second type is basophile. It is stained by basic stain. It is also called as a mast cell. Okay, here it is the neutrophile. It can accept both acidic and basic stain. Okay, the next type, granulocyte, it is further divided into two types, lymphocyte and monocyte. Lymphocyte, it is again further divided into B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Both are produced by bone marrow. Okay, there are some lymphocyte, they get to differentiate or they get to mature. Okay, in the bone marrow itself, such lymphocyte is called B lymphocyte. If they get mature in the thymus, it is called T lymphocyte. Okay, so next we're going to discuss the structure of WBCs, and we have to compare all the WBC cell, okay, which are majorly important WBC. Okay, after WBC we're going to discuss the platelets, okay, and the clotting factors, right? After that, the pumping organ, blood vessels. Okay,